Where are you moving to?
Penland.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about Lindsay?
I certainly won't miss it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Pathfinder 2nd Edition Abomination Vaults, which we have added to the revised core edition by allowing the players to strip their legacy characters and fit themselves into nice, soft sandals and boots of the player revised core, advanced core, and such on their side. Some modifications using the monster manual or the new monster codex, whatever, will help these monsters. However, I have learned recently that the Bestiary 2 and 3 and old legacy books like Treasure Vault and everything, Paizo was saying is still perfectly viable in the rule. So if you're thinking that we can't just, what are you doing by just gutting this adventure and re-stripping? No. A lot of it is still viable. And speaking of viability, I would like to go just a little bit back in time. Back in time to the main map of Otari. Back to this morning when a certain dwarven monk was placed in the care of the Sarenrae Temple / archive here in Otari. And in that care, after being diagnosed and successfully treated with very, very strong, I guess the Pathfinder version of penicillin and other such goodies, awaking from a feverish dream, Cognul Anvilbender, you are being hovered over by quite the beautiful white-robed female dwarven cleric, grinning down at you as your eyes flap open, and yes, your knuckles feel like lead and your head is swimming, but the holy sounds familiar of the cathedral and the hard stone ass, but of course to a dwarf it's probably comfortable, deck bed that the acolytes sleep on, you find comforting. Gathering your wits about you, you notice that this female dwarven clerk leans in close with a big smile. Her eyebrows are full and brown, her eyes glisten, and you swear she's almost puckering her lips as she clutches her holy symbol to her chest, leaning in to gaze deeply into your eyes. Although still half awake, Cognul, what do you do?
Oh, gentlemen, what shall we do with such a lovely lady? We are going to reach up and we are going to reach into her hair and pull her down and plant a wet one right on her.
Okay. At the last moment, she giggles and dips her head, and all you manage to do is kiss her forehead. And then her luxurious brown hair, she begins to struggle. And you are surprised that, although lady dwarves do have a slight more feminine, higher voice than dwarves, that her voice is quite high and squeaky and giggles as she says, geez, Cognul, at least buy me dinner first, man. I just wanted to check in on you. I appreciate a cuddle as much as the next guy, but, you're kind of crushing my skull. Let go.
Oh, of course we're going to release her. We don't want to hurt her.
Okay. Well, standing back from you now, it's the gnomish bard that you know, Jargon Whitmore. No dwarven cleric. It is he that is white-robed and peering over you, clutching something, some kind of vial, not a holy symbol, as you fully come to your senses. And what is that, Brillo cream for his hair or something that's now all over your lips because it's gotten on his forehead? Ugh. Sitting up stark. Once you upright yourself in your bunk on your stone slab, the world comes back into focus. You remember not feeling well, getting some assistance from the orcs to get out of the dungeon after being exposed to that will-o-wisp thing that didn't agree to you, made your head spin, being brought here, collapsing here, and now Yes. The Temple of Sarenrae. This must be where you are. How you feeling, me guy?
Well, crazy man, what's been going on here? You better bring me an ale pretty quick.
Oh, well, afraid there's nothing much but holy water, and I don't know if alcohol is allowed to at this time, but you look right as rain. Let me go fetch Brother Green. So a couple minutes later, Green comes in.
Oh, there he is. How are you feeling this morning, my friend?
Right as rain. When can you get me ale?
Ale? You'll have to go downtown to a tavern.
Well, shall we go?
I'm still on duty. However, if you wish to inquire about your friends, they've actually gone, well, they've returned to the swamp in your absence with a new member. I thought perhaps you'd be anxious to join them.
Of course.
He looks down at like a notepad and he's like, I give you a clean bill of health. Ding.
Excellent. And of course they could take off. I fall asleep. Crazy people, dirtbags, they go find somebody new. They are going to be lost and in much trouble.
Well, the head patronage did insist that until you were conscious on your own accord, that we would not use any extra medications to rouse you, that you need your rest. But if you are certain you're solid, and he kind of does the manly punch to your arm. Now, Brother Green is a half-orc. Like, you know, he's one of the guys, you know, type of thing. He's not one of these soft humans that are like, oh, you should rest for 3 days or whatever, right? If you can stand up and you tell me, look me in the eye, look me in the eye, dwarf. You tell me you're feeling all right, no problem, I'll release you. You know, that kind of thing. You go get yourself killed or fall over faint? No, he was fine when he left the temple. I don't know what's going on. Premium healthcare here in Otari, right?
And I was sitting on the bed, correct?
Yeah, you're just sitting on this stone acolyte cot in one of their little alcoves. You know, it's got the little table, and it's where they put up the sleepovers. You know.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm going to plant my hands on the bed, and I'm going to push up, and I'm going to attempt for a backflip to land feet first on the bed.
Sure, acrobatics.
Absolutely.
So if you blow this roll, does that mean you want Green to keep you here?
25.
Oh, wow. Well, that even gets... Jargon's still in the room. You get applause from the little guy. You know, he's all like, wow. Hey, everybody. You know, like leans out in the hallway. You hear a whole bunch of people applauding suddenly for no reason. Wow. Oh, you're good. Off you go. So, wandering the halls, Jargon leads you back to where they kept your gear. You get your adventuring gear back on you, and he fills you in with what happened. He talks to you about a certain new party member that has joined them, who goes by the name... Muted.
Hit, nudge, nudge.
Tassie?
Yep.
Okay.
Tassie of the Writhing Blade.
Tassie of the Writhing Blade.
Oh, he leaves little bits and pieces about why do I picture somebody with a blade?
Well, most of your friends are armed, so why not one more?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, maybe this one has 3 arms.
Would you like to go find out?
Absolutely.
You have a clean bill of health. All right. Well, our bard tells you that they've got, you know, most of a morning head start on you. It takes you X amount of time to trek out there, X amount of trying to like descend back down to level 3. He says, but if you're in a hurry, cousin of mine heard that I went into the Gauntlet Ruin with you guys, you know, to finish my book or whatever, and was dying to have me try out this new potion that he wanted to work on. He called it a potion of recall, reckoning, something like that. Anyway, if you can imagine in your mind's eye, no offense, the last place you were. Now, he's assuming that you spent a reasonable amount of time in this place, like 20-minute search, or, you know, I don't know, enough time that you may find a secret door or something. It says, this should physically take you right back there. But it's kind of a one-shot. He was hoping to cover expenses. So I could sell you this, but how much you got on you?
20 silver.
Oh, come on. I went through your pockets when you were sleeping. I know you got more than that. This is an experiment. This is silver pieces. This is worth gold pieces. No, now I'm feeling myself again. This is worth gold pieces, my man. Like,
everything I got amounts to 64.
64 silver pieces. That's like 6 gold. Okay. I'll take the 60 silver, which technically is only 6 gold pieces. And here, he gives you like a little tiny notepad. Any after effects, you know, like super strength, heat vision, or diarrhea, whatever happens to you after you take this and you get in there, please note. Now, I'm not looking for dungeon effects, just things that you think might be, you know, ingested potion related. So he gives you a little booklet. In it, he scribbles out a receipt. Take 60 silver off your person and hands you a vial from his backpack.
Very well. Bottoms up, and I'm assuming we have a cork. Well, pop the cork. Bottoms up.
It tastes horrid, and the horrid taste distracts you when the gut-wrenching pain of having your molecules turned into pure energy light, zipped at light speed to some other place, and then reformed, hopefully mostly with all your bits in the right place, back into, you know, where and how you want to be. Now, the good news is you're all healed up. Let's drop you back in the old combat tracker. No reason. Cogno. Where are you here? I just dropped you in here, but I don't see you. No. There he is. Got you back to full 49 hit points. Can I have a main page initiative perception roll, please?
Would you like it in the tower or?
Oh no, just smack it open. It's fine, as long as you use the one that's on your main page and not your skills.
Oh, wonderful 16.
16. That'll work well enough. Okay, brings you.
No surprise out of anybody. I just popped out of the middle of nowhere.
Hang on. So, taking us back. Pausing you drink this down. Taking us back to the battle that he was completely unaware of. And switch this map for this map. Great. Now, when last we left our party, Matt's brand new character had critically failed a very important willpower save and became frightened and confused, and unfortunately was forced to attack the closest thing to him, which was another party member. That party member took a little bit of a beating and fled, and is now fleeing out of the room. And I believe we had left the episode at Dubsy leaving. So, yes. Drew. Yep. We got you to a certain point. Did you have actions left? Could you move beyond the door? Did you stop to like, forget this and close the door? I can't remember.
So I used 30 feet to move to the door, which is actually 2 actions. And then I closed the door. So I didn't have any actions left.
Okay. As much fun as it would be to have you run headlong into a teleporting dwarf, if memory serves, I had pulled Ori's guy from just inside, like just the hallway. Can I have, let's see, an intelligence check in the tower? Mr. Cogno. And we'll see how well you can remember your perceived surroundings. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Roll for me a D6. Hopefully you don't end up in a wall. Experimental, you know. Pays you money and you takes your chances.
Can't have it all.
I was getting a little Brooklyn with like normally Joggin talks like this, and then he started actually talking like his cousin. Who it's like I never hang out with my American cousin. Not talking like him. Okay. So, dropping you straight into the current initiative order, you will currently materialize as, or I should say, beating his 12 before he actually gets out into the hall. So, unbeknownst to Dubsy, Ugnul is out in the hall here. Puff. It's like so.
Oof, here I am.
Getting your bearings, looking around, and then suddenly, frantically, you hear someone come and slam a door. And 2 to get in, 1 to look around. I'm going to leave you there and pass you by. We go to Dubsy, and I'll pick you up next round. But at least you're here. You know, you do the spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch check, right? Up, down, left, right, make the cross. Everything's in one piece, right? So I'll give you a moment to collect your bearings. Which brings us to Eric's character, Gregor Darkmantle. Now, he's been in the hallway. He saw a lot of this going down. So I believe what he will do is perhaps close the door to try to contain our new crazy friend. May not work for very long, but that's what he's going to do. He closes the door and tries to hold it shut. And asks these guys to help. Tries to start explaining why why so-and-so ran. You know, new guy just suddenly attacked him, going on about his ethos. Kraga, Matt Spiegler's guy, is in the couch. Whoa, what's going on out there? You know, comes to the doorway to investigate. Wants to know what's going on. A lot of trouble moving these guys. Moves down, moves past, and might even try to help. Help these guys. What's the word I'm looking for? Brace the door. Okay. Come on, Kraga. For some reason, it won't let me Winnie. It's strange. I'm the GM, damn it. Why can't I move the thing around that I want to move the thing? Strange.
Well, I won't chase him if I'm confused. I'll just beat myself up until there's another target.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's mean. I mean, that's the shortest cameo ever.
Well, every time I hit myself, I get a DC 11 check to see if I can break the confusion.
Oh, okay.
Is it flat check?
Yep, flat.
Yeah, flat check. Okay, at least it's not crazy high. But I mean, the way we were rolling last session, I don't know.
So Kraga, Kenro, they spend the round, it's only 6 seconds, discussing what to do, what is to be done. Right? Routing up our hallway. Which brings us finally around to Tessie of the Writhing Blade. Now you're saying that as per the rules, this is what confusion does to you?
Yep. So basically, I can't tell friend from foe. If I can't see any target, I beat myself.
Okay, now you were confused 1 and frightened 2, and right?
Yes.
So the first thing that happens is one of the frightens come off.
Okay.
Right?
Great. Make it easier to hit myself.
Actually, you auto-hit yourself.
Oh, yeah, but no crit. That's right. I just rolled damage.
Okay. Did it talk about how long the confused and flat-footed and everything lasted?
As far as I can tell, there's no time limit. It just says
just
attempt the flat 11 check.
Yeah.
Flat 11? You mean 15 to shake off a
DC 11 flat check.
Okay. That's incredibly easy, but I'm not going to argue since this is being really, really mean. Okay.
So first, I slap myself in the face, and that uses all of my actions.
Now, last time you had the you had to use all actions to attack. So since you multi-attack Drew, do you not multi-attack yourself?
No. I use all of my actions as a single strike. Well, sorry. Let me read exactly what it says here. Oh no, you use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cast.
Yeah, so it's like
cantrips.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It's a penalty.
Every time I take damage from an attack or a spell, I get a check to see if I break the confusion. So
okay, that's all right. Okay,
but it is an auto hit, so I don't even have to roll. I just do damage, which sucks, but it is what it is.
So let's start with damage. Can you target yourself?
Yep. 9 points of damage.
Can I have a flat roll from Tassie?
17.
There you go. Okay.
I snap out of it.
All right.
And did I actually swing at Drew?
Yeah, I think you actually hit him.
You did, but you missed.
I didn't hit him.
Oh, he didn't hit you? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Either way, missed and then he critically missed.
Either way, you got some explaining to do, Lucy. All right.
Wasn't everybody affected by that?
Only you two in the room. He saved, you failed.
Oh.
And you critically failed, so you went nuts.
Yeah.
Something right here in Kansas, Togo. So, removing the confuse, and the flat-footed was from you being confused.
Yes.
You're still very frightened. Kind of up in the air. I'm going to say, so you hit yourself, right? You get your flat check. You spend an action to recover. You have an action left.
I will move up to the door.
Okay.
If it'll let me.
It's not letting me move
go.
anything. Oh, there we go. It's not letting me move anything. I don't know what's going on.
And
Okay.
And then I will say, "What's going on?" And that's my turn.
All right. Next is the unidentified thing, effect, creature, whatever you want to call it, that's happening in this room. The watching wall. Overwhelming feeling of being watched wells up in the minds of those in this room an instant before an eerie red eye opens on the western wall. There are several ways to thwart this, but they are more skilled or using your brains as opposed to just whacking said wall, though technically it does have an AC, but really not much in the way of hit points. There's weaknesses, this and that. You want to know what's going on. As a champion, it is my obligation as GM that you have been trained and exposed in religious phenomenon, so I need to ask you if you wish to make a recall check.
I will, but I don't have the economy for it, so...
True. However, since I had you... You're like recovering...
Okay.
I'll allow you to spend that second action on said action because your brain would like your instant go-to is, what happened? Do I know?
A 16 religion check.
You have been affected by what is known as a complex haunt. It is a terrible tragedy, a poltergeist of sorts. Something terrible has happened in this area, and the psychic emotions of those victim or victims have literally plastered themselves on the wall and have remained until this thing can be undone. Typically, there are skills specific to the circumstances that you can try to do something, and usually the good old ominous dominus religion check to try to, positive energy this thing into submission. They are usually weak to positive energy, though they don't really have much in the way of actual hit points. You know what I'm saying? They're more of like stuck in the wall, so you'd be breaking the wall down.
Oh, okay.
That held the psychic energy. It's probably easier to try your skill set.
Well, I do have the ability to... So, positive energy is vitality, right? That's what it's called now?
Actually, it's...
Set?
Good question. because I'm still running off some old descriptions. Anyway, with this reeling in your head, I'm going to move on to the next because, like I said, it's just a glimmer. Dubsy, you're out the door. You slam it shut. You're still afraid? What fear did we have going? Do you have any?
I was at frightened 2, so I should be at frightened 1 now.
Very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo, shut the door. Okay. What do you want to do?
Let's see. The door is closed, so maybe I will yell through the door. Kenro, did he get you yet? Are you dead? What's going on?
Okay. Try to get contact through the door, which brings us to Cognual. Your voice.
Gentlemen.
Okay. Stride back over. Follow the voice.
Whatever shall we do?
You need to find the voice. You hear it, but you don't know where it is.
Well, obviously we're going to have to look around and see if we can find it.
Okay. Open perception. Not that hard. It's more of the action economy to like, you spent, you looked. DC would be low. You nail it. I'm running back, step over the squishy thing that you're exposed to. Try not to touch again. And there's Dubsy. Door closed. Asking if some compatriots of yours are dead. What do you want to do?
Where is everybody?
Likely on the side of the door.
Well, can we go past him and go through the door?
Yeah.
Well, let's do that.
Would you stop him? Dubs?
Let's see. I might be too shocked, actually.
No, it's fine.
If he's just strode up and tried to open the door, I might be just too shocked and move out of the way.
That's fine. Okay. So one action you find him, one action you come in. What's he doing? Okay. This puts you at the door. Why is he not moving? This is
we're moving just in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I know. I got some serious glitching going on here. I don't know what's going on with this program. Right. 1, get your senses. 1, to come over, find out what's going on. I'll even have you approach said door, throw it open. But that's you for the moment. Which brings us to Kenro. Kenro claims he's fine. Give him a minute. Tassie. Kenro's calling through the door. What happened? What frightened? What happened? What frightened? What frightened? Hang on. What?
I see. It's a hunt. I shall attempt to banish it.
Second. I'm assessing the situation, says Kenro, and he starts calling through the door, asking you, Tassie, like, what happened? So, for the moment, technically, the battle has stopped, and now we're just dealing with effects, so I should be able to take you guys out and free range the sucker. So, with he's still not being able to move anybody. Can you guys move your guys?
I have to ask. Like, I can move my positioning and then you confirm it.
Yeah. Something definitely weird.
Yeah, it looks like it's offset. Whenever I grab my guy, he goes off to the northeast.
Me too. I go 2 squares.
It might be because we're because of the doors. We're in different rooms, technically.
Okay, you know what? With another... Yeah. So, coming back to the door, opening said door, what do you guys want to do about this room? We'll just assume that you're in it. You guys can see the room on the map at least, but, a little bit theater of the mind, leaving this open to your imaginations. Apologies, I don't know why the minis aren't moving around. What do you guys want to do? And who's the new guy, right? We've got some introductions here. Dubsy, you care to... Because you ran away, now you come back with this dwarf, and they all seem to know him. Oh, right.
Well, I'm going to try and lay on hands and channel positive energy into this evil eye thingy haunt thing to try and shut it down. Is it something I can target?
I've got a mini on the board here that you can see. A big red W.
Okay, yeah, I can target it.
Problem is, I don't really have hit points.
Oh.
That's the funny thing. Either they've screwed something up here, because they talk about being weak to this energy and resisting all kinds of stuff, and really it's more of a skill check, you know, yada yada. Unless Fantasy Grounds robbed me of hit points I was supposed to have. It talks more about like a hardness, and it's like, oh, that's probably because they're hitting the wall, you know. Show me a monster that has hardness 12, 50 hit points, and a break of 25, and yet 0 hit points.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Or it's weak to 5 positive, so it's like, okay, so I had 5 points. How much did you channel?
2d6 vitality.
Okay.
Damage. I think that's what I do.
Okay. It's up to you, but like I said, it's the long way around, because you gotta beat 12 points to do a point, where you're the one spouting the knowledge of how this poltergeist embedded in stone might work, where you may actually have skill checks that can defeat it, that can disarm it, as it were. But right now, the illusion, first it looked real, but now it's more of a wavering illusion, because you've come to terms with what it is, Tassie, of where is it? An eerie red eye that has opened up on the western wall, watching you.
Yeah, it's creepy.
You guys want to try some skills? Try to come up with the premise of defeating this thing?
Sure.
Okay.
What would you like? I
would like some more. I'd like some more recall knowledge.
Skilled.
Anybody trained in religion? Give me some recall knowledge in the tower, because I really just spouted off a bunch of stuff that should have been after those checks and not before it. Ognul.
Yes, sir.
You know a complex haunt when you see one. Terrible
100%.
tragedy. Terrible tragedy.
It helps if I could see the map, though.
Yeah. Oh, you're not on the map?
I don't see it.
It's not good.
No.
If you click your character token at the top of your character sheet, one of those little icons beside your thing, it'll pop up a little window, and then there's a target kind of bottom.
There we go.
I've also tried to reshare the map with the players, so that will hopefully...
Yep, I got it. So I know a good haunt when I see one. Somebody tell me what are we looking at?
Okay, something's definitely going on. Your skills are showing up on my one game, but nothing is showing up on my other. So we're definitely having some sort of connection problem. I wonder
if it's me, because this computer was really, really slow today, like incredibly slow.
Well, I'm in the same house. I shouldn't have a problem computer to computer. From GMing screen to the mock player screen that I video, that people like my brother right now.
Well, there's just a big update, so I'm wondering if maybe there's some visibility and control settings that you need to go back in and turn back on and stuff like that.
Possibly. Ian's saying only shadows, no dice.
Yeah, I can see the map. I can see us talking, but I can't see anything.
So, right. Cognal. Poltergeist. Sorry, I shouldn't call that. It's a haunt. Terrible tragedy. Psychic energy from said tragedy embedded itself in an area. and then haunts that area. A quick back and forth from your party members that you do know, the guys in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
3 of our players that didn't show tonight. All confirm under my control. Yeah, I'll confirm under my control that they got in the room. Our new guy, Matt Tassi of the Writhing Blade, and Dubsy, our little Tripkey, I guess is the new name for these guys, got in there, and one got frayed and ran away. The other one went nuts, started attacking everything, and now he's fine again. He's only hurt himself. Thank God. We would have to kill him and eat him. Believing in your own faith, conducting concentrative rites in your own faith, and trying to overwhelm the psychic energy through a religion check is probably your best bet. So, role-playing your little nads off, gentlemen. Who has the stones to step forward in character and do a little praise be, Jesus take the wheel, and give me another religion check openly at a DC of 22 to banish this thing, or it's going to reset.
Okay.
We'll never know the secrets of the couch in the room. You can see it on the map. Even my brother can see. That's a perfectly good couch. Somebody's going to take that couch.
Not this camper.
15. Call it out, Corey.
15.
All right, let's see
Definitely
if I can hit
Cognell's
it.
not the man.
Nope. 11.
Okay, I want to hear what lame religious gurges you guys.
Silence. Ravithra commands it.
That's not bad. False flag, but not bad. It doesn't have to be a speech, Corey. A rite can involve incense, paint, marking runes on a wall. You know, like what would your dwarven monk who's dabbling in the faith of Torag, the dwarven god, you know, what would he do?
All right, so my little monk guy is going to stand on one foot and pull the other knee up to his chest and wave his hands in this crazy little ball thing and push them out towards.
Matt, you're missing this. You see what he did with his hands?
No.
Do it again.
Oh.
He does the
Hadouken.
Yeah, thank you. He does the video. And that falls flat.
Yeah, and I probably fall over, you know.
All right. I really hate it when players that are not here have to save the day. But technically, Kenro, the human cleric of Callistra, goddess of lust and revenge, has a little... I'm going to say he mumbles his prayer because I'm not playing his guy into S&M for you. It's not happening. But you do have a guy with a skill. And said skill of religion +9 is not too shabby. No. I have the GM's rolls off, so you're not going to see that. Nope. Nope. He closes the door. Sorry.
So I will step outside.
Okay.
Into the hallway, so I'm not.
Oh, sorry. I had assumed you guys were all out of the room. I know the minis won't move, but yeah, you guys all came out. This is a hall powwow, and each guy stepped up to the door. It's like a montage of you guys all doing little things in the doorway.
I'll just lay on hands on myself to top myself up. I touch myself. And then I will refocus while I meditate and try to figure out a better prayer.
Okay, there's other skills. You want to give me another recall check in the tower. There are other skills that you might be able.
You know, Dubsy will move into the room.
I'm trained in occultism, so maybe that can help.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly. Go ahead, Dubsy.
Dubsy will move into the room and close the door behind himself.
You talking about the hallway or the actual room?
In the actual room.
Okay.
You know, given to Sai a wide berth. No offense. And what I'll try to do is light up. Nope, didn't work for a 12. But light up some kind of cigarette and just hotbox it for a while. Try to calm down the haunt. Apparently it doesn't work. Come out, bunch of smoke billows out of the room.
Okay. You go back in there for any length of time, like even a single round, and I need a new saving throw from you. Because by the time you're done your little shenanigans, do your thing, it may have affected you. Let me just look the sucker up. Sure. It might be a 1. Because once you saved against it initially, you failed, but you didn't critically fail, right? Because you ran.
I critically failed.
I think I failed.
I think he just barely failed, which gave us the...
Yeah, he was just frightened. I was frightened and confused.
Yes, let's have a look here. Critical success, unaffected. Success, frightened 1. Feels like someone this. Failure becomes frightened 2. Ally... Okay, yeah, so... Right. Okay. Whether in or outside of it. Okay. The saving throw, the initial saving throw that you guys had endured, when you fail, take 4d6 mental damage that I forgot to dump on.
Oh. And I critically failed.
Yes. Yes, and yes. It's all right.
Which is 8d6.
Yes, and yes.
And then I hit myself. I might die before anything happens. Roll low, Jeff.
Terribly sorry, old man. So, Dubsy and Matt, 13 each. You guys got this? You want me to put it on there?
I'll do it.
Okay. I'll be kind, Matt, and give you a choice. You can double that and take 26, or you want me to roll another D4 and another 46 and take your chances?
I don't know, I'll just double it. I'm fine with that.
All right, 26. 26 for you. Plus the 9 that you had originally incurred.
Yeah, and so that puts me at 35.
And then you want to try and
take off. So leave me with 28 wounds. 12 off of 35. No, 12 off of 35 would be 23? Is that right?
23.
Yes. So I would have 23 wounds after laying on hands.
Okay. How bad off are you? You guys want me to hit up Troy for a heal?
I am less than half. Okay. Just under.
Yeah, I'm not quite half, so maybe after the haunt I'd be wanting some heals.
I mean, he could do the AoE channel positive energy and it would also damage that evil.
Yeah, I was going to say, how about we do the good old D8 burst, right? D8 burst. Oh, why'd that go in the tower? Okay, well, hey, there's 8. Yourself 8 boys.
Just straight 8, or is there a bonus that gets attached to that?
Oh, right. Special.
Yep. Clerics are powerful at healing. I mean, I'm not
first 30 foot, all targets living. First touch. Spell has feet. Healing living creature. Increase the hit stored feet. Okay, so if he ranged one guy, it's D8 plus 8. If he just burst you guys, it's just 1d8.
Okay.
Now, if he can come back in here and differently, because
there might be feats that beef that up too.
Yeah, if you guys want to reach out and chat and ask him, if he knows off the top of his head, and I'll retroactive you some hit points. But in the meantime,
yep, I gave myself 8.
Yep. In the meantime, yes, the eye does seem to shimmer ever so slightly, channeling positive energy, but still has a lot of tough and menacing left. Where are we?
I will dig deep and attempt to
There's always more to recall knowledge, guys. Like you said, this you haven't exactly solved.
Attempt to religify it again, and damn, did I not roll that? Oh, I
religify.
Yeah, try and pray away the stare.
All right. DC 22.
20. Damn.
You want to use your hero point?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Do another religion check.
27. Are you trained in religion?
Yes, I am
you are.
trained.
Okay. What you need to do is some sort of ward against being seen or affected by it. Some sort of religious concentration on yourself. So reaching the DC at 22, you figure out it's not you're trying to hurt it, you just have a way of using religious skill to ward yourself against it. Which you can repeat on your friends, and then we're fine. So, in a swamp where Dubsy lives, amongst his people, and you have some shamanistic or some religious training from your own people, how do the little Gripply Frog people ward against the evil eye? This I'd like to hear from you.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes there's some of us frogs that can blend in with the environment. So what a lot of us do is we take some mud and moss and we just start covering ourselves. And, that's part of our material Heidi-Loo as we say some religious words and stuff.
So you guys start breaking out the Call of Duty face paint? Is that what I'm hearing?
Go back to the Wisp and start getting some of his gunk, putting it on me.
I think Kraga, the barbarian orc played by Matt Spiegler, actually has magical war paint still. Put that a little bit in your mud and you're good to go. Okay. Do you guys allow little suction cup froggy hands to, bless you, baptize you in the world of mud and warding against evil eye? Would you two, both of you guys are religious figures and have your own faith?
I don't know if I would let him.
So the frog version of this,
like he's literally rung down the food chain from me.
I'll give you this.
But
give me an intelligence check.
I will. Well, but I'm not that smart, so
basic idea.
That one.
All right, your character has no idea, and yet, Corey, Cognul.
Yes.
Can I have a intelligence check, please?
An intelligence check.
Well, you could allow some guy with religious training from another faith to cameo up because he says what we need to do is ward against an evil eye. Or, now that you know what must be done, you could try Torag's version, and I'll reduce the DC to 20. If you can give me a religion check at 20 or higher, you'll have figured out...
Oh, you want a religion check?
No. The intelligence check is to give you the idea that you could borrow. Like, you could just let the little dude touch you, and whatever god he worships is protecting you. Matt's guy, Tassie, has issue with that. He has his very own faith, his own strong beliefs, so he's like, no, you're not touching me. He's not smart enough to figure this out. You, however...
It's more about rubbing mud and moss in my face than I'm not too hip on.
I don't know where the Gripply's been.
You would like an intelligence check.
Which you gave me.
I did, which I gave you a 16.
Yes. So now I'm telling you, you have the bright idea that you don't necessarily... You could let the Gripply use his faith and whatever to do his, swamp version, right? But if you want to remain true to the path of Torag,
No, we do what must be done, Torag secondary. Or, hey, wait a minute, pull out your little book, flip, 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 flip. You give me a religion check right now at DC 20, and you will have found Torag's way of warding against.
Yeah, with a 14, I doubt it.
Torag don't know shit. Oh well, let the mud.
I need a shower.
You really need the bigger than the handbook version. That's what I'm saying, man. You need to go back.
Actually, you know what? Given my previous behavior and having attacked a party member, I think I probably would swallow my pride and let him do his mud smear.
All right.
To repent for even though I missed.
Yeah.
Doing what you said you never would.
All about not.
I appreciate him role playing the fact that he's like giving up a free thing, going, my character wouldn't do this, right? But digging a little deeper, yeah, okay. Right? So quickly, flash to somehow the Gripply finds a pottery wheel and he's all behind you and he's, doing the scene from Ghost and everything, and 10-minute montage of that sensuality and we're done. Yeah. And without much further ado, I'm just going to get rid of this thing and we'll pretend it never happened and we'll never speak of you and the Gripply will never speak of this again. Like, ever.
What happened under the influence of a crazy psychic manifestation stays under the influence of a crazy psychic manifestation.
That's right.
All right. And, now that it's gone or not affecting us, let's have a gander around the room. Is there anything in there?
Okay. Now there's we don't have time for this perception roll, or are you guys taking the full 20 minutes? Everyone rips the whole place apart.
Yeah, let's take the time.
Yeah? What do you guys think? Worth the time?
Always worth the time.
I think it's
okay. All right. We search the couch.
No couch cushion unturned.
That's right. You guys search the couch a dozen times and find nothing. But we do find something interesting. There is, where are we? It's in the initial room description. An ancient sofa with its covering torn open and stuffing and springs revealed sits against the west wall of this room.
Is it the Chalice of Amrit?
No, where the west wall eye was, right?
Yep.
There are peepholes through the wall.
Well, that's not creepy.
So whoever sat in this room to do whatever became paranoid of being watched, and it appears that there is a device in the wall, be it the classic painting with the eye that you replace. There's some cleverly camouflaged peepholes in the wall so that people could watch and listen those in this room. And then kill them, obviously, because how else do you make a haunt? Because, how else do you make a haunt, right? All right, perception in the tower, boys. We're turning the room over. Cognul.
Yes,
couch,
sir.
that's a pretty good couch. You might want to take it with you. I'm just saying. It's Tassie. It's Tassie this time, not Dubsy, that actually finds secret door in the north wall.
Ah, a secret door. Shall we explore?
I mean, secret doors are usually treasure, so I'm all for it.
Would you please say the line, I will, till we meet again, E-Man? That's some straight up Skeletor you got going on there. Good stuff. I love the character, don't get me wrong.
Oh, the memes.
The memes.
All right. I will try to head through the secret door.
Yeah, if you guys can get any mini, I cannot move shit. And any mini's going, oh. Can't move anybody. Gonna move. Oh. Now the damn thing just said all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I just got a bajillion errors.
Thanks for the update, Fancy Grounds. Oh, you know what? I've got Dubsy.
Put him in. Put him in.
He's in. Oh, no, he ran out. What the hell? Get back in there. There we go. I'm going with it. This plane-angled hall has 4 alcoves. Each western alcove has a silvery circle of runes inlaid on the floor. A peephole in the eastern wall allows observations of the room beyond, like you guys had previously found out.
I think I made it in.
Yep. Showing up on the map.
Try the arrow keys. Those might work.
The skull of Rao. See in the chat. What does he find? The skull of Rao. Raw.
arrow keys.
Is it raw? I don't know if he's trying to say raw or Rao. I've got this set up differently. I should really get the chat closer in front of me. Hey, he's trying real hard. More comments we've had in a while. So you guys wander about?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there anything in here?
There are, like I said, there's a silvery circle of runes inlaid in the floor.
Oh.
In each of the western alcoves.
Yeah, definitely want to do a recall check on those.
Okay. Occult, arcane, and straight up intelligence for something you may have seen before.
Occultism. I'm trained in occultism.
Okay.
Colt for Dubsy 2.
Have you got any occult training or arcane training there, Cognol? Corey of the cell phone?
I do not.
Okay. I'll let you try religion, never know.
Oh, all right.
Are these religious
power?
symbols? Yeah, please. Okay, starting with Cognol. These definitely do not look like any sort of religious symbol. Moving on to Tassie. These look a little bit more arcane, straight up arcane than occult. They're too geometrical, too mathematical in shape and form. Occult tends to be a little bit more esoteric, I guess you could say. A little bit more,
Okay.
Artistic license with your, voodoo. Dubsy, not so much the occultism role, but doubling down on your memory. Can I have an intelligence check from Cognol and Dubsy? These look familiar, actually.
In the tower?
Yep. This hallway looks like an inverted cross twice. So if you look at the top of the hallway, there's a big cross, 3 alcoves. The hallway goes straight along the back wall of the couch on the other side of the wall, and then an upside down cross. And what we're talking of is to your left, the 2 singular alcoves in the west have runic, silvery circles on the floor. We have seen this. There's a room on the 2nd level. You guys found a closet with the same carvings, but they weren't filled with silver. It looked like there were like some trace silver dust that Dubsy found, as if they had been once filled with silver, and somebody literally took the time to scrape them out, probably giving Dubsy the idea that we could technically take a chisel and, a day's worth of work to get a little bit of silver filings. If you're really desperate, sure, but probably not worth your time. Not to mention, hey, taking a hammer and a chisel to a magic rune, what could possibly go wrong, right?
Right?
So if there are runes here and identical rooms on another level, on another floor, hiding in a closet that were robbed because they were openly found, this is a secret room. You guys wonder if anyone's been in here since Bellacora's days. This is a virgin secret hallway we found, boys. Perfectly good runes. What they do? Unless you have arcane. But I can tell you you've seen these symbols before. I can tell you where you remember you've seen these symbols before, back on the 2nd floor in that one little alcove. And I can tell you remember that somebody got to them and scraped all the silver out, where most of the etched silver still remains in these, right in front of you. What?
Hey, Kenro, you want to step on one of the runes?
step on
Jump
that.
on in there.
Oh, and the, skull of Raoul. Matt's trying to move his mini everywhere. Are you trying to step in there? Is that what you're actually trying to do? Just to be a pain?
I'm just enjoying the use of the arrow keys for traveling around. It's working very well.
Great. I can move. Finally, can move the other guys. I didn't.
You just got to make sure you're lined up in the right grid square marking, and it's just like touring around. It's very
there
cool.
We go. Come on down, Corey. Click on your guy. Oh no, you can't get Corey through the door. Sorry, dude.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't know you could do that with Fantasy Grounds.
Nope.
What a night. This is going to sound so weird. I apologize to the podcasting audience. Okay, first of all, the one time my brother shows up and we're having a shit night, we got half cast. The VTT Fantasy Grounds is totally messed up, and we're all tired and off our game. But the podcasting audience, we continue to give the best quality podcast that we can. When
what do you guys do?
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do now?
I think Dubsy was suggesting that
step on it?
steps on the other rune. Or
I can't
me.
get him. I can't get him in the hallway. It's all you.
All right, it's me. Sure, I'll step on it.
Cogno looks a little busy on his. He keeps picking up his little Torag handbook. I don't know who he's calling on his Torag handbook, but he gives himself away every time he steps back in his chair and looks down.
He's deep in prayer.
Yeah, on his cell phone.
You have no idea what I'm doing over here.
Cognul,
Yes, sir.
little man wants you to be a guinea pig and step on the sacred circles. You down for that?
Sure, what the hell? Wouldn't be the first time I've died. Or almost died.
Oh, check out Ian. Did you remember to hit record again? Yes, thank you, bro. How did he know? How did he know?
I think he's probably heard us a few times. Or
We've been doing this for 7 years, and I think it's maybe once or twice a year, not even. It doesn't happen often. It happens, I'll admit, but not often. Anyway, Cogno.
Not often anymore.
Anymore. Well, if he would show up every Monday and Friday to remind me, I don't have to worry about this.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he's got better things to do most nights. Sorry, Cognul. You want to play guinea pig and do a little dance on this? Yeah?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, all right.
Whatever.
Nothing happens.
See? Nothing lost, nothing gained.
Well, that was a little disappointing, to be honest.
And then suddenly, Cognul, you feel something strange. You feel something really wrong, and we will see you all next time.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Warlock cast arcane gate because we need an escape. This magic weapon refused to turn the tide. It breathes by all of its saints. Who cares if we're a disgrace? In just one shove, our wizard rolled death and fell. Tell me why we brawl this thing. Too many limbs that sting. All of us flayed food for its spawn. Up our XP and then we'll bring new dice for the slaying. A pretty mix, blue, black, and gold. Rolling higher, love. Oh, tell me not to give up. Provoke me, haste me, faster dash. Returning, churning, savage attack. The character so cozy, buckets of dice. You know me, I'm gonna write all these actions down. Blowing bubbles below, see camping next to coyotes. I don't wanna die, let's head back to town. Let's head back to